At 9:25, here on BBC One.
This is the 9 o'clock news. Good evening. 600 police break up the illegal Windsor Pop Festival, arresting more than 200 people. Charges of police brutality have been firmly denied. As pre-election campaigning intensifies, Mr. Enoch Powell is added to the speculation. He says he's available again as an MP if Northern Ireland Unionists want him. The Liberals make plans for their assembly and for altering it if an election's called. Labour polish their manifesto, and Mr. Heath is out among the dockers. The Army's going to keep a Dorset beauty spot as a gunnery range. And England's longest-serving soccer manager, Bill Nicholson, goes the way of others.
More than 600 police have broken up the unauthorized pop festival in Windsor Great Park. During fighting, some young people and more than a dozen policemen were injured, though none is reported seriously hurt. There were 220 arrests and angry allegations and denials of police brutality. The operation began around 8 o'clock this morning, while many of the pop fans who had been in the park since Saturday were still asleep in their tents. Don Anderson reports.
The police were among the fans before most of them knew it. When the young people wakened up to what was happening to them, most accepted the inevitable and left then. But a large minority resisted, first by forming percussion groups in front of unappreciative lines of policemen. But passive resistance melted when the officers began to take down tents. The scuffling began in earnest.
You're getting all this, man, and reducing it.
One of these site coordinators thought the fans had been the victims of a police plot.
Yesterday, I agreed with one of the chief of the police in this area, who is called Chief Inspector Forder, that we would leave the site by Monday evening, and he said he had no intentions of the police coming onto this site until Monday evening.
Why do you think they came in then?
Well, this was obviously a trick put to lull us, because yesterday we were ready for them. And I got on to the police, they came down to see us, and they have purposely tricked us. There is no two ways about this. It is deceit on their behalf.
In your eyes, do the police have a point of view?
Yes, to a certain extent, because a lot of the public, the majority of the public, relies on them, and if the public thinks they're sitting back and not doing anything, they'll get worried. So even if it is a peaceful festival, they want the police to move in and show their authority.
And the police did show their authority. Those who dug in their heels within the grasp of police officers were dragged off. In the process, it was hardly surprising that people were hurt.
I swear they'll have to censor it.
A hard core of very resentful youths took over the remains of the stage. They didn't believe that the police were operating on a softly basis, as was claimed. The fights became more vicious and the arrests more numerous. The crowd round the remains of the stage were the last of some 2,000 who'd been in the park. By then, most of the fans had left peacefully. The violence was not what they wanted. The final battle had an element of farce. The police began dismantling the stage scaffolding while the fans were still on it. The scuffles ceased as both fans and police gathered in an incident circle to see how the episode would end. But as the police continued with their spanners, it was the fans who surrendered. The free pop festival ended with the remains of the stage falling among the police themselves.
A statement by the festival organisers said they were extremely angry and upset that the Home Office, under a Labour government, could, as they put it, so brutally turn the police force on thousands of peaceful people. For the police, the Thames Valley Chief Constable, Mr. David Holdsworth, said he thought his men had shown great restraint and patience during a difficult operation. There had been some general complaints and criticisms about police behaviour, and all would be properly and carefully investigated.
Mr. Enoch Powell